So, wanted to get some boxing talk in, do a live. So I got some time before I get to work. I got probably about maybe 40 minutes or so. So I got some time. So wanted to get a live stream in. First of all, excellent weekend of boxing. Like I said before, the next line of questioning for real is gonna have to be, like I said, trying to spread these fights out. You know, the next time I ask a promoter a question, it's gonna be concerning spreading these fights out. It's a shame that you had two great fights cancel each other out. Real talk. Oh, yeah, I'm solid. I'm solid. Like, once again, you know, you had two great fights cancel each other out because, once again, the media was split on what fights they had to go cover. Where if they would have, like, pushed these things back and spread them out to where the media could focus on one particular fight, these fights could get more attention. You know? And that's just real talk. Oh, appreciate it, man. You know, like I said, I work hard, man, to do this stuff, man. And like I said, I tell people, I don't be asking for donations or none of that stuff because it is what it is. But I just want people to know, I finance myself to go cover these fights out of my work money. I pay for this out of pocket to go cover these fights. For real. I don't depend on donations, super chats, or none of this stuff. I am paying for the plane tickets, the hotel, out of pocket. So I figure like this, I'm gonna do the best I can, which I try to. You know, I could have got more footage, but there was something going on. You know, they did something different versus what we usually do as far as covering this fight goes. So, you know, it is what it is. But it was a great weekend. And I want to start with the Shakur Stevenson fight. Now, we all know, and this is real talk, this is the reason why, like I said, I didn't talk about what happened afterwards, the melee, why I didn't do any videos, but I'll talk about it on the stream. And I want to make this very clear. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not, you know, going after anybody. But I decided not to go that direction. I know it would have got a lot of views if I would have went out there and filmed what happened. But I wanted to focus on Shakur Stevenson's dominant performance of Oscar Valdez. I didn't want to talk about the aftermath of what happened, you know, outside of the media room. Because I didn't want it to overshadow Shakur Stevenson's great performance. So that's why I didn't, you know, talk about it and make videos about it. I thought about doing it, but I just didn't do it because I didn't want that to be the main focus, because I knew a lot of people were looking for an excuse or a distraction to get away from giving Shakur Stevenson his just due. Shakur Stevenson put on a masterful performance. And yes, to me, he did enough to get in that top 10 pound for pound discussion. Yes, he did. Absolutely. And he deserved to get all the credit in the world because it was a hell of a performance. Now, what's disappointing is the excuses that's getting made by now Oscar Valdez and the fake Mexican fans. And yeah, I'm specifically calling him out on their BS. You know, making excuses, trying to discredit Shakur Stevenson. But at the same time, like I said, they always say we don't give their fighters credit, but then at the end of the day, they never give the brothers credit. They do anything in their power. Instead of just saying, hey, Shakur Stevenson was the better man and Oscar's still our guy, he did the best he could. Now they're saying Oscar wasn't that good to begin with. This guy was 30-0 with 22 knockouts. And they talk all this pride, they bring their flags and all this stuff. But the funny thing was, they didn't stay to the end. Because I started to see a lot of them walking out of there after the 10th round because they already knew what was going on. They already knew that Valdez was getting whooped on. He was getting blinders put on. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Shakur is too much of a nice guy because I think Shakur could have stopped him. Oscar was very wobbly in the last 3 rounds. And it was looking like he was waiting for Shakur to just, go ahead and get it over with. But Shakur, the last round, he kind of held back. And then what was disgusting, Shakur Stevenson, he just started bicycling a little bit. The fight was completely out of reach the last 15 seconds, and they was booing the dude. It was just sad to see that. And like I say, they come on here, they come on people's channels, they try to say you're biased, you're a hater, and can we not make this about race? But they always make this about race. They always make this about culture. They always make this about whatever. And like I keep saying, once again, there ain't no black and brown coalition. Doesn't exist, never have, never will be. Because you know what? Every time I watch a boxing match and it's a black versus a but at the same time, you get these black people feel guilty if they want to support their fighters. Which I've said on several occasions. I have no problem with you supporting a fighter because he's Mexican or he Hispanic. But all I'm saying is don't come on my channel telling me I can't do it and I can't support a black fighter because he's black. Don't start talking that racism stuff. Like I said before, you can't make me feel guilty about it. You're not. For real. PBM all day. For real. PBM. Proud black people. Real talk. See, there you go. I done gave somebody their next t-shirt, their next logo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna start giving me credit, man. I'll be coming up with all these catchwords, man. I never get credit for it, man. But y'all better start giving me credit, man. I'm gonna start trademarking some of these words, man. I'm gonna start going after you, man, because I see a lot of people fighting my words and stuff on other channels. I'm just saying, man. I'm from the Bay Area, man. Slang is our thing. Real talk. But yeah, now Oscar Valdez is talking this stuff about, well, it seemed like Shakur Stevenson was bigger than me. I hit him with everything and I just couldn't hurt him. So what you trying to say about Shakur Stevenson? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you trying to say about Shakur Stevenson? What you trying to say? He weight bullied you? That's all I want to know. Are you trying to say Shakur Stevenson weight bullied you? That's what you trying to say, bro? You trying to say you got weight bullied by Shakur Stevenson? That's all I want to know. You trying to say you got weight? You trying to say that Shakur Stevenson weight bullied you? But this is what I'm talking about. Oscar Valdez needs to say, hey, you know what? Shakur was the better man tonight. And like I said before, you got some people saying, oh, well, we were just mad because Shakur said that he beat Canelo, Eddie Reynoso, and Oscar Valdez. Really? Ain't buying that neither. You were going to try to discredit Shakur Stevenson no matter what. You know why? Because the wrong guy won. The wrong guy won. The melanated fighter won. He dominated. So you had to find something wrong. What's up, J-Dog? So that's what the problem is. The wrong guy won. That's all. The melanated fighter won, so now you got a problem with it. And this has been going on forever. When Floyd beat Canelo, Oh, Canelo was too green. Floyd weight drained Canelo, but Canelo rehydrated to like almost 170 pounds that fight. Had extreme weight. This stuff gotta stop, man. So, you know, you just to prove what me, Boxing Ego, and a few other people. You came near waving your flags. You came near. You was juiced until you started to see what was about to happen. You knew after the 7th round, you knew it was a wrap. Like I said, the 10th round, you started walking out of there. You should have stayed to the very end. I thought it's ride or die. I thought it's pride. And I ain't talking about the other pride. I'm talking about Mexican pride. What happened to that? What happened to Mexican Warrior? What happened to all that? Where did that go? You know, I saw it with my own eyes. I saw people walk on that clinic. I'm talking. I mean, it was a real clinic, man. Oh, appreciate the donation, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, he was putting on a clinic, man. He looked like, you know what I'm saying? He was looking like a doctor in there, man, for real, giving them shots. You know what I'm talking about. That's how much of a clinic it was. Polo, you're not gonna get no notifications. I'm shadow banned. So, you know, I'm shadow banned because of previous content I used to put out. So, you know, this is why my channel has been slow to grow, because I don't, you know, they don't put out notifications when I put out videos. So I just have to live with that. And like I said before, I'm celebrating Shakur Stevenson's victory. He's a top 10 pound fighter. I mean, you know, the top 10 is subjective. So, you know. Now, let me get to some other stuff that happened this week. For the DMV, man, I'm so proud of that sister. I've only interviewed her, like, when she do come to events, I just cannot catch her. But I am going to try to catch her because I'm proud of her, because she made history. She became undisputed at 168, and she had some setbacks. And we all know that fight that happened a few years ago. Many of us believe that they set her up. They tried to break her. They put her in the ring with that roided up suspect transsexual that they say was a genetically born woman, which to me they still haven't proven. They tried to break her, but she bounced back. She got back into her winning ways, and she worked hard. She put in the work. You know, she put in the work, and she now is undisputed at 168. She made history, and we proud of her. And like I said, she got a great personality too. You know, so I met her and her husband. So congratulations to her. You know, and congratulations to the DMV, because that was great. You know, because like I said before, I believe they tried to set her up. And if I ever see Oscar, I'm going to ask him about that. But you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Oscar ain't gonna come clean. So like I said, they tried to break her. They tried to break her. They, at the very least, if that's a genetically born woman, we all know that she was full of PEDs. That was proven. She was full of testosterone. that was proven. That was proven. So like I said, I appreciate the donation, man. You know, at this point, I would like to see a Claressa Shields rematch. I think now, I think now boxing could be getting to the point to where you could do this again. You know, so I'm just saying. Now, the other fight that happened besides Shakur Stevenson was Amanda Serrano's and Katie Taylor. Like I said, that was a hell of a fight. That's a fight of the year candidate. You know, a lot of people thought that Katie Taylor did enough to secure the fight, and some people thought that Amanda Serrano's did so much damage in the early rounds to where she built up enough of a cushion to get the at the end of the day, got to do it. But it's a shame. I was gonna say it's a shame where you got the women going at it and putting on a better. At least the damn fight got made. While we sitting up here trying to get the other fight that we've been begging to happen for the last 4 years, they made this fight happen. They got to do it again. Now, both of them took a lot of punishment in that fight. You know, Katie Taylor, I give her credit because she took some shots. And it was amazing that she managed to stay on her feet, because if that was male boxing, she might have got knocked out. But she took it. She took them shots and she took them shots and she held up. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna speak on Spence. I'm gonna speak on Spence and Crawford in a minute. Trust me, just stick around, because I got a lot to say about that, and I'm gonna continue to call. I'm gonna continue to call the fake black brigade out, because I'm gonna have to put up some facts, because I see people making videos, crying about what's being said, you know, over over the fight. You know, people making videos, you know, saying that people got too personal with Errol Spence. But like I said, Errol Spence did get personal. But see, nobody wants to talk about that. And I'm going to continue to call these fake dudes out. Like I said before, nobody came up. I don't have no problem being ostracized. I don't have no problem with people, you know, saying little secretive stuff about me. Because like I said before, I'm going to say this again, I ain't scared of nobody. Real talk. If I wasn't scared of nobody in the streets, I damn sure ain't gonna be scared of nobody over the internet. Real talk. And take it however you want. If you think I'm talking to you, too bad. But yeah, like I said before, after what I saw this weekend, man, I got a lot of respect for Amanda Serrano's and Katie Taylor. Once again, eventually I'll get them. Eventually I'll get them on the show. Oh, and another thing, man, y'all better start watching these interviews, man. Real talk, man. I'm on some good buys. Check out that interview I did with Ali. You know what I'm saying? That was a good interview. And I'm gonna say this right now. This is just real talk. This is just real talk. I know a lot of people be kind of like, they kind of be poking fun and they say little stuff about Nico Ali Walsh. But I'm gonna say this much about Nico, and this is just real talk. Guy. And y'all need to understand something. Nico is the type of dude that we need to support. Because if y'all support me, y'all need to support Nico. Anybody that I verify and say is cool, if you know me, you know my background, you need to support them. But remember, I was one of the first people to start in Nico Ali. Now, once again, Nico Ali always gives me interviews, and Nico is a good dude, man. He a good dude, man. He likes what he does. He likes the people, and like I said, that interview with his mother, it was just a real good interview. She spoke on her father. She spoke on, the family business, how tough it is to carry that name, Ali. Like I said, man, I'm calling y'all out, man. Y'all need to watch that video with Rashida Ali, man. That video need to have at least 500 views, man. I got a small platform, but y'all need to watch that video, man, with Rashida Ali, man. It was a real good interview, man. I respect Rashida Ali. That's real talk. And I respect Nico. And by the way, Nico will return. Nico will return in June. So more than likely, Nico Ali will be fighting on the Arthur Beterbiev Joe Smith card, because that's the next big fight. That fight is going to be June the 18th. Bob Arum confirmed it. Bob Arum confirmed it. It's going to be June the 18th, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Town Biz will be there. I'm looking forward to going to New York City. I've been there, since pre-Pando. So I'm looking forward to going back to New York City to chill. No restrictions, no masks, none of that stuff. So I'm looking forward to going back to New York City. Hopefully the homie Blue Blood will be there. So like I said, Nico returns in June. So he'll be fighting on the Arthur Beterbiev Joe Smith card, more than likely. But yeah. All right, so now let me get to this Errol Spence thing. Now, I saw videos get made, and I saw people making videos like basically whining and crying about certain stuff that got said about Errol Spence. Like I said, this is his fan base. I'm gonna tell you now, Errol Spence have regular fans, and then he have his cult following. Some of Errol Spence's fans act like certain Mexican fans. Because like I said, it's been this thing where people get an attitude if you say anything that's critiquing or criticizing Errol Spence. And like I said, a lot of his fans be thinking that they can try to come on your channel, try to text you and try to call you, trying to tell you how you supposed to cover Errol Spence. Like, man, I just want to say real talk, man, motherfuck every last one of y'all. Like I said before, take it however you want. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say on my channel. Ain't nobody gonna police my channel. So I just wanted to get that out in the open. Back and forth between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, the camps. Now, Errol Spence has made some remarks about both. All of a sudden, this is okay. Now, when Bomac made the comments about Errol Spence being a drunk, everybody and their mama was insinuating that Bomac was cooning and all this kind of stuff, which is absurd, and I disagree with that. Shit, Bomac had said stuff like that. No, I don't agree with that, but at the end of the day, I can't control or tell Bomac what to say. But at the same time, once again, going into Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, the reason why Kenny Porter and Derrick James got into it is because apparently Derrick James got a little too personal going into the fight with Porter versus Spence, and Kenny got pissed off about it. I've spoke to Kenny about it, but see, once again, nobody makes videos talking about that. But then at the end of the day, I've said this about the fake pro-black media, the fake, you know what I'm saying, pro-black, fist in the air, hand me my dashiki, you know what I'm saying, bean pie, my brother, but at the same time, a lot of these dudes is everything, anybody but a black woman, and will date anybody but a black woman. But they so pro-black when it comes to Errol Spence. But nobody wants to talk about the personal stuff that Errol Spence has said about Terrence Crawford. He said that Terrence Crawford was a slave. Sorry about that buffering. I'm in a bad area. Now, getting back to what I was saying, you know, a lot of the Errol Spence Colt, they want to play that black card, like I said, whenever Errol Spence said stuff. And like I said, Errol Spence was trying to insinuate Bud was a coon, saying he was a slave and all that kind of, so that ain't personal. But then when Bud say something back, then you get these dudes making videos crying. You know what I'm saying? Crying, gossiping, and all this kind of stuff. And like I say, they just get mad at me because I point out the double standards. They get mad at me because I've been saying this for a long time. And they mad because they can't muzzle me. They mad because I won't fall in line. They mad because I won't follow the script. And I told people that, and I said this. I'm just pointing out some of the stuff that's been said and done on the opposite end of Errol Spence camp. He said real personal stuff about Bud. Just like I said, a lot of people mad at me because I debunked the notion that Bud is always rude and he only talks to non-black media, which that ain't true. I've said this before, man. You got to catch Bud at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Bud will talk to you when the cameras is not rolling. I talk to Bud all the time. I have my brief conversations. I talk to Bud's team all the time. And shout out once again to Coach Red. You know? Now, the back and forth is going on now because, look, something is going to happen. I know what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things that got to get, you know, that's got to get did on the part of both ends to where the fight is satisfied with who gonna get what. Like I say, both fighters is gonna have to bend the look. I'll just say it's looking good for the most part, but you never know. It just all depends. But yeah, that's been the thing. And I want to make this very clear. I'm not sneak dissing nobody. Like I said before, if you text me or you call me and you think I'm sneak dissing you, then you must think I'm talking about you, or you must be guilty. Because if I ain't talking to you, you ain't gonna call me or you ain't gonna text me. But like I said before, one thing I know for sure, you ain't gonna tell me what to say on my channel. That's real. Like I said before, I want to make people understand something about me. My channel is called Town Business Sports and Media. Town Business Sports and Media. Town Business Sports and Entertainment. Those are my two channels. Okay? That's real talk. I built my channel on my own merit. Like I said, no endorsements, none of that stuff. No ass kissing. No saying what people wanted me to say. No catering to a certain audience, saying what was just basically going through my mind. That's just real talk. I did this on my own. Real talk. Do you ever ask yourself this question about me? Do you ever see me go on anybody else's outlet? The only person outlet that I got invited on was my homeboy, World Combat Sports. Go subscribe to his channel. Okay? And go subscribe to Bushido Boxing. You know, those guys are independent. They good brothers, man. So go subscribe to their channel. You know, that's just real talk. Nobody don't ask me to come on their outlet. For real. I'm just saying. But they'll ask everybody else. Or they'll be focused on building other people up. So I'm just saying. The proof is in the pudding. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Think about it. So I'm just saying. Just keep it in a buck. So if you listen to this video and you get mad, that's basically too damn bad. But yeah, that's been the thing. That's been the thing. People mad at me because I told the truth. Yeah, people just mad because I told the truth. But like I said, so now that, like I said, these people always try to create these false narratives about Terrence Crawford. And it ain't about me being pro Terrence Crawford. It's about me debunking this stuff. Like I said, until this fight happens, this stuff is gonna stay balanced. I'm not gonna let no Errol Spence groupies or cult members like make Terrence Crawford supporters or make the black community feel bad if they want to support Terrence Crawford. I'm not gonna let these dudes get away with it. At the end of the day, we gonna support both Terrence Crawford, we gonna support both Errol Spence when and if this fight happens. Because at the end of the day, they both black men. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let Errol Spence groupies divide the black community. If I see something I don't like, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna let these dudes get away with it. At the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong with supporting both of these black men. You ain't a coon if you support Terrence Crawford. But you know, you've had people that tried to imply that. Hey man, appreciate the donation. You're not no coon if you support Terrence Crawford. So don't let none of these goofballs, these goof troop groupies make you feel that way. And you not no coon if you support Spence. Tip that they need to quit doing. Hey, quit trying to make Errol Spence look like he Malcolm X, man. Or, you know what I'm saying, somebody prominent like that, or Martin Luther King, because he not. That's another narrative that been pissing me off, that people try to do. So just stop. Okay? But I am going to call out the double standards. This is real. I ain't never said nothing personal about Errol Spence. I ain't going to say nothing about his personal life or what he allegedly be doing. I just decided I don't really want to do that. But I do want to ask you guys a question. This is just real talk. I got credential for this fight. I got credential for this fight though, man. And I want to say this once again. I don't deal with no Bob Arum. I don't know how many times I got to say this. I don't deal with Bob Arum. But it's amazing. It's amazing that I seem to get credential for this fight, a big fight of this magnitude, a star-making performance. But, you know, I'm having trouble getting credentialed you know, basically by a company that's supposed to be ran by a brother. But I don't see nobody that's supposed to be affiliated with me calling him out. And there's some other stuff that's going on because I had a conversation with a lot of other people, and this seems to be a pattern. Okay? This seems to be a pattern, and I'm going to go public with this eventually. But not right now. Y'all already know me. If you watch my channel, like I say, I say stuff and talk about stuff that a lot of people are scared to talk about. And like I said before, a lot of people, once again, only want to play that black card, you know, stuff when it's convenient. You know? So I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it 100. At the end of the day, like I said, man, I'm grinding, I'm working, I'm doing what everybody else do. And it's not like you have to pay for me to and provide, you know what I'm saying? And provide for me a way to come there, because I'm gonna do that on my own. But I find it mighty strange I find it mighty strange that I'm having the problem that a lot of other dudes is having. But then people that's supposed to be cool calling that out. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that's out there in the open. And it's not me. A lot of people are starting to ask that question. It's like, hey man, what's going on with this, man? What's up with this? I can tell you right now, I've already been told that I'm gonna be credentialed for Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. So like I said before, I don't expose people, they expose themselves. That's just fact. I don't have to expose nobody. They expose themselves. I'm out there. I'm out there in the field. I'm out there in the field. I know what's going on. I been knew what was going on. Nah, Kobe. But I've already been told that I've already been told that if I apply, I'll be credentialed. So I'm going. I will be in New York, even though I'm about to work like hella overtime to pay for them damn plane tickets, because them damn New York tickets cost a fortune. But yeah, I've been told. Oh, that's that California stuff, man. That's that California stuff. Reason why I drove into the rain, into the sun, because I shine bright. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be shining. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, Bay Area. People see it. But yeah. But Kobe, don't worry, man. Don't worry about it, Kobe. I will try to find a way to get you into the fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna be there in New York. I'm definitely gonna be in New York June the 18th. So, but anyway, man, real talk. Appreciate y'all supporting me. Appreciate the super chat. Like I said before, my channel ain't up just to get super chats. I appreciate donation, but I'm not ever gonna open one of my channels up asking y'all to donate to the channel. I appreciate whatever donation you give me, because like I say, I do take these donations and I put it into the channel, and it does, to a certain degree, it does help, like, get me to go to some of these places. So, you know what I'm saying, real talk. Anyway.